30 years after the first case of AIDS was reported, more than 25 million people have lost their lives to the illness, and 10 million more today have no access to proper medicine. This three-day summit concluded with world leaders agreeing on a target of reaching 15 million people with HIV treatment by 2015. Michelle Sidibe, the executive director in the United Nations Agency on AIDS, painted the stark reality.
1.8 million people are dying of AIDS every year in the developing world, when its developed countries is becoming a chronic disease. 9 million people are still waiting for treatment, and their life are hanging in the balance.
Within this framework, the Countdown to Zero plan was launched, which aims to eliminate most new HIV infections among children born with the disease by ensuring access to quality life-saving HIV prevention and treatment services for both them and their mothers. According to the United Nations, significant progress has already been made to reduce mother-to-child transmission in the last decade, but more still needs to be done.
It's all the same, mothers and children, here and there, around the world. They deserve exactly the same options for treatment. As the developed world shows, there is every reason to believe that we can save billions of lives across the developing world.
The conference comes just weeks after groundbreaking new data showed that early treatment of HIV, which causes AIDS, can cut its transmission by 96%. Until now, much of the efforts and funding have gone to education and research rather than drug treatment. Yet, challenges ahead remain. Global austerity measures are making it difficult for donor nations to maintain their pledges. While the Obama administration has contributed an extra $75 million towards this campaign, other countries are slashing their donations, making it all the more difficult for UNAIDS to raise the $2.5 billion it says it needs to achieve these campaign targets. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton understands these challenges.
It depends on how much money we raise, how well organized we are, how much people in the countries that are affected care, and how we can build capacity. We are here because we all recognize that the time has finally come to end pediatric AIDS worldwide, and we believe we can do it.
While these new objectives are in line with the commitments set out in the United Nations Millennium Goals for 2015, universal access to HIV treatment was to be achieved by last year. The desire to combat the epidemic is clear, but it will take the money to make that happen. Natalie Carney, Channel News Asia, at the United Nations in New York.